My biggest win since joining the Academy has been non-monetary so far. It has been my mindset, the shift as to what I should be charging, what I could charge, and how to make my package worthwhile so that others can respect that price. Prior to joining the Academy, how I was thinking about going about speaking was actually just going into mega churches and talking to pastors who had some influence in the Chicagoland area, even rubbing elbows with a few people in the financial industry to see how could they assist me in getting in front of their audience. But now I know and have the proper tools due to the Academy where I know how to reach out to those top executives and those who have some influence over their company and the budget to hire someone in my capacity coming in to speak to their group. The community you get when joining the Academy is excellent. It's a tight niche room full of elite people that believe and think highly of themselves and also are doing great things in the world to share and shape and change the world. You get this great group of individuals that want more, and we all root each other on. I haven't seen envy or jealousy. It's more so you are inspiring just by doing what you do every day, and people don't mind being raw with their emotions, their feelings, and laying out what their blueprint is, and don't mind you also maybe taking and borrowing a little bit here and there so that you could also be your best. I believe the perfect candidate for Speak Your Way to Cash Academy will be someone who's not scared to invest in themselves and have the mindset that I will not fail, because not only do you have your own self to depend on, you will have a group of individuals that have already done this and they have succeeded at this, and you can't do nothing but be motivated by it.
My biggest win since joining the Speak Your Way to Cash community is that I need to up-level. I thought that I was like killing it in my own right, but again, one thing that I have always loved about the Speak Your Way to Cash community, it stretches you. It always stretches you. It stretches you mentally. It stretches you when you start thinking about money. It stretches your process. It stretches how you show up for yourself. It stretches you as a leader. So I would definitely say really adopting a next level mindset that I thought I had. If you're an author, speaker, consultant, or anyone with a voice that wants to get paid for that voice, you should be at Speak Your Way to Cash live, okay? Go get your ticket now. Go buy it now. Matter of fact, why are you still here? Go get it. I became a part of the Speak Your Way to Cash community just a couple of years ago when I realized that I wanted to be able to expand my level of impact. Before, people had asked me to speak, but it was always unpaid. And I realized, like, getting off the stage one time when I was invited to a certain event, once I got off stage, people approached me and they were saying how their lives were changed for the better. And I knew in that moment that I wanted to create more experiences like that, but I really didn't know how to break into the speaking industry, because every opportunity that had come to me was just someone reaching out to me, and then it was unpaid. But I also knew that the value I added in those spaces, I deserved to be compensated for it, and I needed to create more of those opportunities. That was when I discovered Ashley Kirkwood's podcast, Speak Your Way to Cash, and my mind was blown. I literally listened to the podcast, took notes, and implemented right away.
You're now joining the meeting.
Even on content that is readily available to you. I started getting results, but a lot of them were still unpaid engagements. But I knew if I started getting these engagements,
Terry Jones,
I needed to take things up a notch. So I invested to work with Ashley. I actually took a course that she offered at the time. And that was when I went from literally getting paid the most, I think it was like $97 before, for speaking, to actually securing my first 2 4-figure speaking contracts. And I was hooked, okay? And so from that point, I ended up joining the Speaker Ready Cash Academy, and things have just been skyrocketing at each new level. So I am so appreciative of learning about this whole new world in the speaking industry, and I'm so appreciative for how Ashley is so strategic about
How you doing, John?
It's not fluff, it's not, speaking in high level circles for you to go off and figure stuff out for yourself. You literally walk away understanding exact steps that you can take right away to start getting results. And I'm even more inspired to take action now being a part of the Speaker Ready Cash community in a very special way by even being a coach in this community. If you've ever considered working with the Speaker Ready Cash family, now is the time to take action. Literally, this is not about whether the program works or not, whether the strategies works or not. The receipts are there. This is all about whether you are comfortable enough to take a bet on you. If you know that you know how to run a play, this is where you need to be, because this is where you get the game plan. You literally just have to take it and run the play.
Yes, I am excited to welcome you guys in to the Speaker Ready Cash Academy graduation. We are graduating our third class, y'all. Give it up for them. I'm so thrilled. Oh my goodness. I'm just over the moon. Today has already been incredible. I got my tissue ready. Y'all aren't going to get me like last time. I was not ready last time for the graduation. Okay, I'm ready this time. I got my tissue, I got my water. Y'all are in for a treat, okay? So if you are an Academy alum and you're in the building, drop alum in the chat. Shout out to y'all here supporting. And if you're graduating tonight, drop graduate in the chat. Woo, 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 woo. We cannot wait to continue to celebrate you. We cannot wait to continue to celebrate you for all the things that you guys have done. We're going to get right into it. We have some graduates that we're going to acknowledge. We're going to go through and acknowledge absolutely everyone. And then we are going to have we're going to have a keynote speech and some awards. And I don't know if everyone knows who is getting an award. So it may be some surprise element to it. Leo, let me know. Do they know who's getting an award? I don't know. It may be a surprise. So I'm going to hop right into it because we have a lot to get through, and I'm not going to hold you guys long because I want to hear from the class speakers. They are dressed to the nines this evening, and I already know we're in for a powerful, powerful, powerful treat, okay? So in case you all don't know, if this is your first time coming to anything for Speaker Ready Cash, drop a 1 in the chat. If this is your second time, drop a 2 in the chat. Shout out to all the family members that are here. We love, 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 love the families that are supporting our students and our clients and our family members. It means a lot. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome to those of you who are new. My name is Ashley Kirkwood. I'm the founder of Speaker Ready Cash. I'm the host of the Speaker Ready Cash podcast and author of the Speaker Ready Cash book. I have dedicated my life alongside my husband with helping speakers, experts, and entrepreneurs really understand the power that is within them and how to utilize that power to sell more services and provide for your families on a deeper level. Because once you see yourself higher, the only option you have is to do more. Once you realize you have power, the only option you have is to exert it in areas that will make you and those around you better. And one thing I believe is that leaders lead from the front. So every single person who's graduating is doing so from the front. A lot of them are doing things that have never been done. They found out about an opportunity, went both feet in, both hands in, and they did it. And so what we're celebrating tonight is truly what it looks like to persevere, what it looks like to dream, and what it looks like to act while awake, okay? So I'm really, really, really proud of these speakers here. I've gotten some press, trained more than 1,000 paying clients, but the folks that we're celebrating tonight are at the very top of the list of everyone that we've worked with thus far. Okay. So really excited to be here, you guys. And our mission at Speak Your Way to Cash, for those of you who've never heard it and don't know, is to help 1,000 speakers reach their first $1 million in speaking and consulting contracts. And those who are in our academy and in our mastermind, those are the folks where we know we're going to see that vision come to life, that mission come to life through them first. Because again, leaders lead from the front. So I am anticipating and expecting and waiting and visualizing them text messages that are going to come from y'all like, girl, we just hit our first million. Sis, I just hit my first million. Like I'm ready for it to happen. And with what I've seen from this particular cohort, I have zero doubts that that is going to be the case. And our vision is to diversify these vendor listed corporations across America and the globe, because shout out to our Academy fam in Canada and in the UK. This was one of our most geographically diverse classes, and we're excited to keep that going. So how are we going to make this mission come to life? We have really 4 categories of folks that we work with. We have our self-starters who are in our Facebook group, our challenges, any self-starters in the building, reading our book, in the Speak Your Way to Cash group. Then we have our explorers. These are the folks that are coming to our live event. They are participating in our course. Anyone coming to live in November? I'm so ready for live. Like, y'all have no idea the conversations we're having in the Kirkwood household about Speak Your Way to Cash Live and all of the goodness that we have in store for you. Then we have our leaders. This is where our Academy family lives. These are the folks that we're celebrating tonight. They've gone through our 3 or 6 month program to learn how to build out that 6-figure corporate or collegiate speaking offer. But then we have another level, okay? And this is called our elites. And many of the folks who are in the Academy will be joining us in the Elite Mastermind. Shout out to those of you who've already registered, already signed up. But in our Elite Mastermind, we deal not just with the speaking side of your business, but we take a holistic approach to how you can sell more services, be it speaking, consulting, coaching, how you can grow your entrepreneurial business, utilizing the frameworks that we've used to grow 2 companies in a relatively short period of time. And so I'm excited about working with those in the Elite Mastermind. It's a 12-month program. We travel together, grow together, we do life together, and we do business on another level together as well. Okay, and I think one of the Academy members came up with a new hashtag, which was like, Speak Your Way to Cash for SYWTC for life. I feel like once you get in our family, we want you to be here for life. We know that we're working with incredible, incredible people, and that's who we're celebrating tonight. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get right to it and introduce the second class of 2022 of the Speak Your Way to Cash Academy. So, drum roll, please. First up, we would like to say congratulations to Audria Richmond for completing the Academy class. We are so excited and happy that you are in this program. Audria, thank you so much for being a part. Do you have anything that you want to say? Thank you for trusting us in the program.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes. I just want to say thank you, Ashley. Like, yes, you're my friend, but above all things, you also is a really great mentor when it comes to thinking next level. And when I think about, I feel like when I'm around you, I don't think as big. And you always challenge me to think really bigger. And I feel like with this community, it's not just about landing a speaking contract. It's also about who you become in the process and really owning your stuff. And so the content is great. The licensing lowdown program is amazeballs because I love intellectual property. And we are in the process. We have a verbal agreement for a $100,000 contract. So that's in the pipeline. And yes. I'm just excited because she really makes sure that, and not just Ashley, but the entire team, make sure that you have all the tools and resources you need to go speak your way to cash is literally in the title of the company. So just know that you all are in good hands. If you choose to join the academy or the mastermind, or hell, just be a part of the family. They know what they're doing. They're extremely professional, and they're always looking to be top notch in everything that they do. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this community, because I know that everybody can grace your space. So it's great to be in proximity with greatness. And to all my fellow people who's graduating with me, woo woo. All right, I'm done.
Yes, thank you, thank you. We're so excited that you're here, and congrats on the 100K agreement. That thing is closed. Okay, congrats to you on that. That's huge. And for everyone listening, like, just the fact of putting that type of an agreement out there, going through the process, making that offer, stating your claim, all of that is a humongous win. Next up, we have Mathina. Thank you. Let's get Mathina pinned. We're so excited to have you. And you guys, like, if you just want to say thank you, it's totally fine, but we do want to give you guys a chance to just say something, since we have a tight-knit class here tonight. So really excited about all of you being here. Mathina, congratulations on graduating.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. You know, we're speakers. So to say a couple of words.
Yes.
And then, well, Ashley knows this. I'll share with the rest of you. Baby girl is all over the place today and feeling needy because she wasn't feeling well. But I will just say this very quickly. The one thing I will say is authenticity always ring when you can see a person operating in vulnerability with grace, power, and ease. And that is what made me say yes to Ashley last year. And it's why I continue to show up. And then the people that came in the community, as you've already heard, bar none. And I've been in a lot of spaces. So thank you for that. I'm not going to be long. I'll cut it like the pastor don't never do. I'm going to stop there. Just thank you for the community. I appreciate you all.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, y'all. Speakers got to speak. We got to let them say something. Okay. We got to let y'all say something. Yes, it's been an honor to serve you, Mathina, you, Audrey, the whole team. Like, I'm just grinning from ear to ear. And next up, we have Dr. Natalie Jones, who I've been honored to serve in 2 cohorts. She is brilliant. And one of the things about Dr. Natalie, she's first off one of the smartest people that I know, but she's also just an incredibly kind person, incredibly generous with her knowledge, and always willing to share that knowledge to the benefit of others. Even like I've seen her for quite a while in this space, and it's just been such a pleasure to work with her. And I continue to pray the best for everyone and hope to work with all of you long into the future as well. Dr. Natalie, you want to say anything?
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you, Ashley. And I appreciate working with you, learning so much, leveling up. So I'm excited for 2023. Got some excellent projects coming up. So I'm excited to see what's coming up, and we're continuing to support you and watch you grow in your journey and speak your way to cash, pitch your way to cash. Mobile, general counsel, cash, all that cash. I love it. And so I'm so excited for you. And thank you so much for mentoring me along this journey. And I appreciate it getting to know everyone. Yes, all that cash, Audria. And I appreciate getting to know everyone, Jason, Rio, Amika, Brittany, Lael and Chiquita, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody in this cohort. Yes, cash everywhere. So cash everywhere for everybody. I want to see it raining cash for everybody. And even joy from our first cohort. So I'm excited. I'm glad to have met and worked with everybody, worked alongside everybody, and you guys have all been instrumental. I've learned so much from everybody, and I think I'm ready for the next phase so we can all get that cash. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Natalie. We've enjoyed working with you as well. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Y'all are incredible to work with. I feel like this third cohort, it was just a cohort of powerhouses, you know, and people just came in and got to work, did their thing. The wins that were amazing on the calls. It was just so consistent, and the growth is really incredible. And I think that because growing is everyone's MO, like everyone's default is growth. So sometimes people would share wins, like Audrey would come and drop a win. They'd be like, yeah, I got this win this week, etc. And it's like, hey, these are big deals. I don't know if you all realize it, but all of the things that you all are doing is just a huge, huge, huge deal. Rio and Mika. Now, because they are the graduation speakers, I'm gonna say my congrats to them, and I'm gonna let them hold it. Only because we're gonna hear from them in a little bit. But you all absolutely know how I feel about you guys. I am always honored when and just inspired and drawn to couples in business. Like, I just think that it's incredible to work with the person you love and build a business you love at the exact same time. And that's what me and Audria bonded over that early on. I think it's an honor to work with your spouse. And to see you all doing that is just really, really incredible. And then to see your mindset be so positive through literally every obstacle I've seen you guys face is just next level. Mathina too, like some of the things, as you all know, as coaches, some of the stuff we get to know about our clients, the world doesn't know. Like, I see you guys pushing forward, even though I know some other things may be happening, and just know, like, I respect it. I see all of your pushes. And I know that life isn't always easy for anyone here, but I've seen all of you all, every single last one of you, handle obstacles with an immense amount of grace. And I'm just excited about what that means for your future. All right, Shakita, my sister in the law. Hello. So glad you are here. It's always a pleasure to coach someone else in your profession. I always call other lawyers my sisters in the law. But Shakita, do you have anything to say? Would you like to give us a few words, my sister? Yeah, and shout out and love.
I do apologize. I am riding with my daughter in the back, so I have to put you guys on mute. But I wanted to say this is an excellent academy. Like I said, a great cohort of people that was just driven and had the mindset that I needed to be around. So I enjoyed you all. I want to thank you all for being honest and vulnerable and seeking and asking questions, because it was able to help a lot of us that maybe didn't know we need that answer or didn't have that answer at that time. So I was able to browse the portal and things like that outside of our weekly calls. So thank you to Brittany. It was wonderful to have someone push those pitches through. So everybody, thank you, and it's a wonderful program. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. And we got to get that play date together with our little ones very soon. Yes, and so we're gonna acknowledge some folks here as well. Let me see if we got. Okay, so I just want to acknowledge Inu for all that she did in the program. She was an incredibly gifted person, really bright, really positive, and always so encouraging. So in her absence, I just wanted to say publicly that I loved coaching this woman right here, and I'm excited to see her continued growth on into the future. All right, Jason, I think we got the family here tonight. Another incredibly positive person. Really excited that you were in the community. Hoping we get to keep working together. Want to pin you. If you had anything you wanted to share, let us know.
What's going on, superstars? It's Jason, aka Inspiration. Just wanted to say we are here with the family, and this has been an exciting program. We had a lot of stuff that has been birthed, including we are expecting one. So I wanted to drop that with my fam, with the shout out to the family.
Thank you.
That's why the family's here. And this is Jasmine and my wife Chastity.
Hello.
But it's been a great program, and we feel like family. Looking forward to coming out to Chicago for the conference. The family won't be traveling, especially now, but we will be out there representing. But this has been an absolutely amazing process. Ashley, the information that you share, I'm not one to sit around on a lot of stuff. You give it to me, I want to keep it hot. So I missed some of the sessions because we were implementing, executing, and dominating our area. So thank you for being a part of this program, and looking forward to continue to keep grinding and keep shining. Peace.
Absolutely. Thank
Shout out to my brother
you.
Chris too.
Yes, yes, Chris is here with our daughter. So I totally get it. Thank you so much. Shola, in your absence, just want to say shout out to you. Shola is in the UK. It's about midnight right now. So she was not able to make it, but she's been an incredible person to coach. She's had incredible wins. And one of the things about Shola, she asks really good questions. And I believe that some of the questions she asks it allowed us to have conversations that benefited the entire community. So it was truly an honor to have her in the program and coach her and see her incredible growth. So we are at the point already. So let me tell you all, get ready, get your seats ready, get your water ready, buckle up, because I now have the pleasure of introducing this year's class speakers, which are Rio and Mika Watkins. And following their speech, we are going to have some awards. Now, one of the things we do at Speak Your Way to Cash Live is we give out awards to people who've been in the Academy in that year who've achieved certain milestones. I believe this cohort, like 100% of people will be getting an award, or at least qualify for an award. They got to do their submissions. So do y'all submissions, but I believe all of you qualify for at least one award. But during the graduation, we allow people to vote on who should speak, on and on some other awards that we're going to give out after the class speaker. And so Rio and Mika are an incredible representation of the class. They are phenomenal mindset strategists, relationship gurus. If you're looking for love, then they are who you want to go to find it. And I hear they're doing matchmaking now too. So anybody single in the building, hit them up. Okay, hit them up. It's a lot of families here, but I don't know who all is here. So I am excited to introduce to some and present to others Rio and Mika Watkins, the co-founders of PowerMates.
Wow. Thank y'all so much. I don't know how we're supposed to do anything after Jason announced that everybody have a baby.
Right?
What are we supposed to do about that? Congratulations. You know, that's hard to act to follow, but congratulations. Hello, family. We are super honored, super pleased that you chose us to be the speakers today. Thank you, Ashley, for the warm introduction. We appreciate that. But good evening, honored guests, coaches, Speak Your Way to Cash staff, fellow graduates, and especially, listen, she wrote this in the speech, but I gotta say it, I gotta do my own thing, babe. My chocolate drop. She smelled like mangoes today, you know what I mean? So thank you all so much for allowing us to speak to you on today.
Listen, when we were asked to be speakers at today's graduation, I thought, wow, what an honor. I'm going to be speaking in front of these amazing people who are amazing professionals and also amazing speakers. Mm-hmm. But right behind my excitement, y'all, came this little thing that I know we all battle with. Imposter syndrome. You know, that thing that tells us that we don't belong in a place, even though we know that we deserve to be there because we're dope as hell. So I think, I had to anchor myself and shut it down right quick. I had to remind myself that I'm in one of the dopest rooms with some of the dopest humans, led by our incredible coach who taught us not to only believe all of the things, but to be all of the things. So that means we all belong here.
Absolutely. And, this graduation is about celebrating your extraordinary accomplishments, with a fire commencement speech, first of all, but also some heartfelt tears, some gut-busting laughter, and some virtual hugs and high fives to go around. However, for this commencement, we want to take on a different meaning on this one, a different perspective. Commencement also means the act of starting out or blazing a new trail. So now, since we're looking at the definition of commencement a little bit differently, we were scratching our heads and speak your way to cash. We love it, but there's another meaning for us when we think about Speak Your Way to Cash.
Mhm.
That's see your way through change. We really believe that the positive change is the secret sauce of this academy. And at the root of this entire experience is indeed change.
So congratulations, Academy graduates, on completing your studies today. You've worked hard and you've endured a lot of stress and pressure during this time. Changing your actions is the only shortcut to changing who you are. You know, there's a quote that we like. It says, if you do not create change, change will create you. We've all changed in countless ways during our time here in the Academy. And here's some of the things that we learned so far. From learning how to pitch your way to cash, pitch your way into press, boardrooms, and auditoriums, to standing in your no when they don't want to pay you your get out of bed number.
Right.
You've earned your place here, y'all. This is the big leagues, baby. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're ready for this. You've spent the last maybe 6, some of y'all 3 months, some of y'all closed on your first contract, raised your prices, and even earned your first 6 figures. Yep, give it up, clap it up.
Amazing.
And now you're about to hit the global stages, so you should feel fantastic. We all know that fear is normal and it's okay if you're scared. Trust me, I'm scared too, y'all. But guess what? Your audience is out there in what we know as the real world, praying for you to show up for them. See, we have 3 sons, and they've all experienced some kind of extreme leg pain at some time in their lives. Now, when we take them to the doctor and they run all sorts of tests, the doctors come back and say, you know what? They're perfectly healthy. It's probably just growing pains. What do you mean growing pains? Remember, when you feel fear and you feel it in your bones, it means that you're growing as a person and you're opening yourself up to new experiences. And when you grow as a person, you become even more capable than you were before, capable of taking on any challenge that life throws your way. So don't be afraid. Don't let anyone take away your sense of urgency or the power that you have over your own life and calling. Go out there and change the world one room at a time.
You know, speaking Your Way to Cash does so much more. This is make you a highly paid speaker and get the bag, right? But it also polishes and packages your ideas. You know, we've also learned something in this academy, that is to embrace change by never being so tied to a good idea that we won't embrace an even better one. So we're honored to be in the company with all you powerhouses that understand the importance of a fresh perspective. So yes, this is your time because you sacrificed for it, you worked hard to obtain it, and you deserve it. You know, one thing they say about us, right? They say that we're brutally honest about potentials. We're not just blowing gas, right? So we still can't go to some of our kids' basketball games because I told one of the kids he was trash.
Real.
You know, I told him he's never gonna make it to the league. I'm brutally honest. You mean to lie? I'm not gonna lie to the guy, right? He's not very good. So we tell y'all, you guys are good. We mean it, right? And now that we're graduating, and everything you learn must be applied, you might be feeling a little nervous about what lies ahead. That's normal, because you've done something that countless others only dream of doing, and that is something that's absolutely incredible. That is using your intellectual property to make the money that you actually deserve. But it will feel lonely, it'll be frustrating, there'll be stressful times. However, the bonds we've created within this community will never be broken. And as a matter of fact, we have a song we want to sing just to kind of wrap up our time together. Can we do it, babe?
Sure.
Or can you do it, rather?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Y'all can sing along, feel free. Lean on me.
You have to say that side.
When you're not strong. That
was so horrible.
That was horrible. All right. Anyway, that was bad. So anyway.
No, all jokes aside, y'all. You are the cream of the crop. You've earned this.
Mm-hmm.
Each change is a turning page. It's about closing one chapter and opening another. This is why you can end with graduation and begin with commencement, all in the same experience. It's about the continuity of your journey. Changes bring new beginnings and excitement to life. If it was creating something new or putting a spin on an old idea, we're all experiencing exciting new beginnings, and we should be proud. I know that you've worked and pushed yourselves hard. You've pushed yourself to the limit, and now it's time for you to get out into the world and show everyone what you can do.
Lastly, change takes courage. And maybe you're one of the 3 people on earth who doesn't have to fight through fear or anxiety or mindset blocks or negative energy to find success. But for the rest of us, we know that if we don't show up, we can't grow up. So moving from achievement to achievement is inevitable if our goals remain as such. Progress is better than perfectionism. Persistence over pessimism, and to have the courage to persevere through change is the recipe for success that we're all adhering to. And before we go, we're going to leave you with these few words of advice. When your life is going well, don't be afraid to celebrate in gratitude. You earned it. When your life isn't going as well as you hoped, don't be afraid to change it up a little bit. Don't be so afraid of change that you forget that celebrating that change is absolutely paramount. Don't be afraid of it. Don't forget where you came from. You may be moving on from this place at this time, but always remember, your Academy family will always have your back, and we love you guys, 100%.
Thank y'all. Love you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys have been you all have been a huge light to the community. Thank you for being that light. Thank you for, being an encouragement to others, even when you were going through your own stuff. I think that, for everyone here who has gone through things, don't forget that you've gone through them. You know what I mean? And even when it feels like you're in the thick of it, you're still going through it. Like, it isn't overcoming you, and you all have always been a bright light, no matter what was going on in your life. And so I'm really glad that you could give us that incredible, incredible speech. Did you all love that speech? Let them know in the chat. Let them know in the chat. Let them know in the chat. Okay, so now, you guys, we've come to a really exciting part of the session. Thank you, Audria. We've come to a really exciting part of the session, which is awards. So first off, shout out to Coach Brittany, shout out to Chris, shout out to Lael, shout out to Marvick, all of which have helped us to run this program. Shout out to Coach Tracy, who's here tonight. Like, really, I do a lot of the front-facing work for the organization, but there is an entire organization behind me, not to mention like Sammy, the graphic designer, Sergio, the podcast manager, David, our videographer, Brisbane, our copywriter, Carla, our HR, like the people who really make it all run, because I really do run. Like, when people say they run the company, I'd be like, like sprinting through the company, like, hey, y'all with me? And they are always down. So I'm excited for them. I want to acknowledge them. And now we get to acknowledge the awards. Y'all, here's why I love these awards. In November, our team gives awards based on merit, based on what the accomplishments that you all have received. But we thought that it was important that because the Speak Your Way to Cash family is our community, it's not just my community, it's all of our community. We wanted you all to have a voice. And those in the community have voted on some awardees, and we want to tell you guys who they are now. So the Mindset Mastery Award goes to Mathina for always encouraging the community to keep a positive mindset and empowering the class to continue on their path despite the odds. So Mathina, thank you for your contributions to the community. We really appreciate you. We're excited about where you're going and what you're doing. I know you have a little one there. So if you would like to say anything, just raise your hand and we'll bring you off mute. But I'll wait for you to raise your hand because I know you got a little one. I know how that is. Chris is over there with our little one right now. So let us know. But congratulations to you. Definitely a well-deserved award. But for the first time in Speak Your Way to Cash Academy graduation history, we actually had 2 Mindset Mastery awardees. There was a tie in the community, and the second one goes to Jason for always encouraging the community to keep a positive mindset. He always came in saying, hey, superstars, what's going on? Rock stars, just upbeat, super positive, always smiling, always encouraging, asked really good questions, shared wins, shared his energy, which is really important. And Rio and Mika know this, and Jason, now you know this, everyone knows this. Our motto in the community is we keep our energy high and our excuses low. And definitely, Jason, you keep the energy high, always bringing the energy. If you want to say anything to your fellow classmates who were able to give you this award, let me know. Just raise your hand. And while you're letting me know that, I'm going to let Mathina come off mute. She has something to say to her class who elected her.
Y'all have no idea. Okay. So hubby's here now, so hopefully baby girl will be all right. So really quickly, I just want to say this. I shared with Ashley, and I know she don't mind me sharing it because it was my story. I shared with Ashley that one of the biggest accomplishments I've had in this program was the confidence and the clarity that I am convicted in this season, in this commitment to do what I've been meant to do. And when I had a conversation with my husband this year about leaving my full-time employment, I was like, it's time. It's just so clearly time. And so the mindset piece of this for me, oh, I love y'all too. The mindset piece of this for me is so golden. And here's the challenge that I believe if you step in this community and being in this community, you'll understand is that it's not a destination. It's a continual recommitment. And that was one of the things I took away from this program was like, because I'll have wins. And Ashley was like, no, that was a win. Stop, pause. I'm like, no, because the doubt will come in. So I want to, and what I've confirmed in this program is feeding my faith and starving my disbelief so I can stand in the conviction that now is absolutely the time. And it's bamboo season for me and for all of us, because I'm a reflection of each of my members of the Academy. And I was in the previous cohort too. And so we got a whole group. So thank you so much for that. And I appreciate each of you all for seeing me, even when I was like, wait a minute, I'm still here, for everything that happened. So thank you for that. And Rio and Mika, y'all did that. That's it.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really excited to have you guys. Y'all, this just makes my heart so incredibly happy. Jason, what's going on? The fam's here to see you get your award, man. How you feeling?
All right, all right, all right. This is, again, this isn't so much of something that you shoot for. This is a lifestyle. And, you know, whenever there are other lights in the room, all you have to do is make it real easy to hit the switch and the lights are already on. So it's been amazing being a part of this cohort. And former General Colin Powell, this is something I stand by, is there's absolutely no secret to success. It comes from hard work and learning from your mistakes. The mistakes that I made throughout the course of life, we think of them as mistakes that create anchors and they hold us back because we've been raised in a society that tells you your mistakes are bad. Remember when you used to write a paper in class and if you didn't do well, some of y'all probably got straight A's. That wasn't my story. That wasn't my testimony, right? I had to wait late nights, hard hours of work, and then sometimes get back. And my paper looked like it just came through the ER with all them red marks on them. You know, F don't stand for fantastic. But getting those back, it programmed us to sometimes think that our mistakes are what hold us back. What I've really learned throughout the course of this program and throughout life is your mistakes are actually the places that you learn. And we use those as trampolines to take us from where we are to where we want to get to. So remember, there's absolutely no secret to the success formula. There's no keys to it. It's just hard work, no substitution for that, and learning from the mistakes that we made. The mistake that I won't make is I won't allow excuses or situations to keep me from shining my light. So I always sign in and sign out, but to keep shining and keep grinding. I appreciate all of my cohort. Thank you, Coach Ashley. Thank you, Chris, my man. We appreciate everything. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, we got so many. This is the benefit of having a cohort full of speakers is like people don't really need much prep. Like literally, we're just like, hey, I want to say something. They got quotes, stats, data, encouragement. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Mathina, for sharing your words of wisdom with us. So then we had a resilience award, and the class elected Rio and Mika Watkins for the resilience award. So I don't know if you guys want to say anything to accept. It looks like people did not know they were getting these awards beforehand. Lael did the count. Thank you, Lael. Shout out to Lael. Her birthday was not too long ago. And I think she took her first day off ever. Ever since working here. So shout out to you. But Rio and Mika, congrats on the Resilience Award. Let me know what you all have to say to your class who voted for you.
I don't know, man. I just keep on this class keeps on just they keep blowing my mind. So I just appreciate having this award. Like, we were not expecting it. I thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I'm kind of at a loss, but thank you all very much. We really appreciate it. Has been, we faced a lot of challenges in this cohort, you know, but I'm just so grateful because we've always been able to lean on this cohort for the support we've always needed. If it's, hey, I love you guys, Rio and Mika, you don't know how much those words do to a person. And so we appreciate all the encouragement that you all provided us over this time. My man, Chris, Ashley, Brittany, the whole crew. Thank y'all, man. We love y'all a lot.
And for me, number one, I'm super surprised, so kind of speechless, which doesn't always happen a lot. But this award, in the last cohort, we got the Mindset Award. And I'm gonna try not to cry, but this award for resilience, it literally speaks to the last 3 months of our lives. Ashley said it, there was so much happening behind the scenes. And at times when you just feel like giving up on everything because everything is upside down. This community, like knowing that we got to show up at 12 o'clock or we got to show up because Brittany is going to have a pitch for us to send out, like that is honestly what kept us going, kept us putting one toe in front of the other, like just down. And it's gotten us to a place where we know if we could get through all of that in the last 3 months, we could get through everything. And that's what makes this moment and where we're going worth it, because everything that is going to unfold is coming out of those ashes. So thank y'all for voting, for recognizing. I had no idea. And it truly, like, we have the other 2 awards sitting here on our shelf right now. And it's going to be such an honor to be able to look at this award with those as well, because they're really just a testament to our journey over the last 6 months. And if this is where it's starting, oh my God, I'm from Toronto, y'all. You know the Drake song, starting from the bottom. If this is the bottom, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine where we're going. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. This has been an honor. I'm gonna tell you guys, like, honestly, if are there any other coaches on here? I feel like there are quite a few, but if you're a coach, drop coach in the chat. So I'm seeing the hearts. I'm seeing some of you guys who I know are coaches. It is the most difficult thing for this industry is feeling as though you're pouring so much into others and not being seen. And I really love this class because you all have been just incredibly grateful, like just fun to coach, like fun to coach because you say thank you, you know, and I am just so honored to work with people who are so committed to their purpose that even through the pains of life, you will push through. And it shows me that I'm not just coaching clients, I'm coaching world changers. And I'm standing alongside you all as you make your marks on the world. And I didn't give you guys your swag or your sauce. My goal and my aim is simply to show you, to show you the power that was always within you and give you the strategies to best present that power to your ideal client and your ideal audience. But I want to thank you guys, because for me, there was a time, not maybe it was last year. Audrey remembers it. It was a couple years ago. Maybe it was a couple years. Maybe it was last year. I don't remember. It's all blurring together now. But there was a time where I literally called her, and I've talked to Chris, and I was like, I don't know if I could do this. and the reason is very simple. I got out of ministry because I did not want to become people's punching bags perpetually. And I grew up as a pastor's kid. And what was so interesting to me was the similarities between being a minister and being a coach. Like, when you're a minister, you know, you have to pour into people, help people, call them, push them, and they may never say thank you. And you know you're getting into that as ministry. And as a coach, I was like, well, you know, people are paying. It's probably going to be different over here. God was literally like, you thought you was getting away. It is the same. It can be the same thing. So I always want to express gratitude to clients that do say thank you, that do show up not just for themselves, but for others, that do understand that this relationship is so much more than transactional, that show up for themselves, that give, that spread light. And I personally know how difficult it is to have issues in your personal life, but still have to show up professionally, because that is who you are called to be. And I would just want to encourage any of you who feel like you're not seen, who feel like your efforts don't match your income yet, who feel like you're pushing, but you're not producing at the level that you should be producing. I can almost guarantee you that what you're going through right now is the process, so that when you get promoted, when you get your next contract, when you get to the next level, your character can sustain it. And once I started looking at every little thing that looked like a problem and started saying, like, you know what, there was a time in my life that even these problems would have been prayers of mine. And there's someone right now looking at whatever problem you're mad about, saying, man, I wish I could trade places with that person. And there are people on the other side of every single one of your pursuits that are praying for you to realize who you are, walk in all of that power, all of that dynamite, and help them to see their light, because that is literally how we're going to make the world a better place. The income is literally just a result of the impact that we have on the lives of others. So I would encourage all of you to stay focused. I would encourage all of you not to give up no matter what. I would encourage all of you to be very, 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 careful about how you respond to situations, because I promise you, it is literally just a test. If you're in this program, if you're listening to me right now, you likely desire big stages. You likely desire big impact. You are coming into big income. And so what that means is that we have to make sure that there aren't any other areas of our life that will prevent us or impair us from enjoying the fruits of our labor. And it is coming. It absolutely is coming. So no matter where you're at right now, no matter how big the stage, no matter how many clients you have, serve as though it is millions that are in front of you. Because I promise you, everything you plant has the probability and the possibility to produce. Don't allow anything, any problem, any person, any temporary emotion to allow you to forget exactly how powerful and how strong you are. Each of you is here for a reason. Like, even if you look at the size of this particular cohort, there was a reason why it was this size. There was a reason why we were able to have intimate conversations. There was a reason why we were able to talk about racism in pitching and in corporate America. And like, we were able to talk about stuff in this cohort that we ain't never been able to talk about in other cohorts. Okay. And there was a reason for that. And so I just know that each and every last one of you is so incredibly powerful. And that if you can just be committed to your pursuits, your producing is inevitable. Just be committed to your pursuits, pursuing character, pursuing ethic, work ethic, pursuing balance, pursuing the things that you need to pursue in order to produce the fruits that you're praying for. It is 100% coming for you. Do not give up. Don't get weary. I really honor all of you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you for all the family that's here. Thank you for all the community members that's here. Thank you to my incredible, amazing husband. And Chris, I'm going to let you close us out and give us any words of wisdom that you may have, because you two have gotten to know this class really closely.
What's up, family? And just congratulations to this cohort. Congratulations to everyone who continue to show up day after day, hindrance after hindrance, right? Barrier after barrier, the ups and downs, right? You persisted through it all. One thing that you all may know, I'm not only a PK, but I also worked in education. And so when I was going to college and riding the bus back to go to church and leading the choir, cleaning up and doing all of this stuff. And I got frustrated. And one of my older brothers in the church, I was complaining to him, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey man, do you know what the reward for doing great work is?" And I'm puzzled. I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about, man? I'm bearing my heart out to you. I'm tired. I'm sweating and I'm doing all this work and I don't feel appreciated." He looked at me and he said again, he said, "Do you know what the reward for doing great work is?" I said, "No, man. Is it a paycheck?" He said, "No, it's more work. It's more work." And sometimes we get to a point where we feel as though we do things to get the accolades. And although your work is deserving of praise, it's deserving of accolades, it's deserving of the things that you set your heart toward, in reality, the more we grow, the more impact we create, the more work we actually take on ourselves, the more work we actually create. However, how many people have employed someone else because of what you do? More work, putting more people to work. How many people have literally had a conversation with somebody and taken that idea and put it to pen, to paper, to action? More work. What you're doing creates more impact. It creates more work. And one thing that we know as believers is that in the beginning, God did what?
Created.
He created. So if we can change that work to create it, then what you do is create more. What you do is build more. What you do is give access to more people to see things they've never seen before. But it's going to take us to just continue to rise up, to continue to leverage our time to build somebody else up. And I just want to congratulate each and every one of you all. And I want us to take some time to give a great shout out to our coaches, Coach Brittany, and our fearless leader, Coach Ashley. Thank you, because you all continue to show up, and everybody in your own right. And I want you to also look to your left, to your right, to your children, to your spouse, your husband, your wife, your mate, your partner. And I want you to tell them thank you. Thank you, because they continue to give us the space, the grace. They put up with our stuff. They put up with us not getting our stuff together sometimes, making messes and leaving them. All of these things, they go into building and giving us the diligence to create what we need to create, because somebody out there needs to hear what you have. Somebody out there needs to experience what you've experienced. You are doing all of this for somebody else to be able to just have a little bit of an easier road so they can get higher heights. So thank you, congratulations. Hey man, I love all of you all, and I so appreciate you all, because I'm gonna tell you all, because this cohort, this academy, this community has really lit a fire in Ashley's passion, because last year it was not the same. Last year, I mean, let's be honest, she got to a point where she didn't know if she would be able to continue doing this great work. But we had a frank conversation, and we opened up our hearts, and we opened up our creativity to reach more people. And I'm so glad, so grateful that we were able to reach you all. So thank you. And with that, I just want to say congratulations. Y'all made it. Y'all can switch your taxes over to the other side. Congrats. I love y'all.
Yes, congrats. Well, thank you so very much. If anyone here needs more information on Speak Your Way to Cash and what we do, you can go to www.speakyourwaytocash.com. You can also look up our incredible speakers. All of them have phenomenal businesses. I recommend you look them up. We'll go ahead and post their names and information in the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook group tomorrow, along with the graduation, so you all have everyone's information from this class. So you can support them, buy their books, go to their events, buy their services, do all the things. Buy their services, do all the things. So we'll post everything tomorrow. But thank you guys. Thank you again, honestly. It is my honor to do this work. And I'm really blessed that God saw fit to even give me the chance to work with such powerful, incredible people. And this is like my dream. Like, I didn't even know I could just speak and coach at one point. Like, this would have been unimaginable, because I when people would ask, would I be an entrepreneur? I'd say, no, I'm not going to be an entrepreneur, because I gotta get paid. I'm not like a starving artist or anything. Like, that was literally my response, because I didn't know. I knew, like, my dad was an entrepreneur and he was doing good, but he had like 5 businesses. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do all that. Sure enough, I have several businesses. So I did the exact same thing, second generation entrepreneur, but I didn't really know it was possible. So if you're out there and you don't know whether you can build a 7-figure business, doing what you love, helping people you love, working with an incredible team that you adore and admire, you can do it. And I am proof that something you once may have thought is impossible is not just possible, but probable once you believe and do the work. So on that note, you guys, have an amazing night. Thank you to the Academy class. We will see you guys at Speak Your Way to Cash live in November to give you your physical awards and kudos. All right, guys, have a great night.